Hello everyone, this is Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley WWE Championship Steel Cage match. If you like the content, please like, subscribe, share and enjoy the match.
You talk about this man. Beast is here. Hard to be a betting man on this one. These two competitors can be unpredictable.
That's what makes this match so intriguing. For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time.
Brock Lesnar still enters every match as the odds-on favorite.
Yeah, I would never predict a Lesnar loss, Saxton, because you can enter Suplex City, but you will never come out the same. Ooh! Oh, nasty impact. Boom, what impact! Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches with an F5. Bang! Oh, it's over.
He's got some fight left in him. Still seems a little early.
Beautiful technique.
Well, you know that Bobby Lashley has impressive skills once the bell rings, but he's had to prove himself in some strange new ways as of late.
Michael, you must mean...
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches. And 5.
Oh, my. Victory is on the horizon.
You two joked about Bobby Lashley doing yoga and obstacle courses. It's all fun and games, but Zayn and Mahal both know that mind games are key to surprising the Dominator.
That may have been their intention, but Bobby Lashley saw right through it when he trounced both of those jokers during the summer of 2018.
Kick to the gut.
Of course, Bobby Lashley's current run in WWE has been impressive, but let's not forget just how dominant he was during his initial time here. There wasn't a superstar on the roster he couldn't beat.
What a stomp.
Good grief.
The challenger's taking on some offense. Looks like he may have let his guard down there for a moment, and it cost him. Oh, boy. That number
Bomb. Not done yet.
Not again. A third, another power bomb.
This could be the turning point, Cole. The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Oh, nasty fall.
Byron, we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of the Punjabi prison match. And, of course, the elimination chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage. The steel cage is a massive enclosure that stands 15 feet in height. for almost 35 years, a select group of high flyers have taken their aerial assaults to greater heights. And when I say that, I mean superstars climb to the top of the steel cage, the real high-rent district, and dive off onto their opponent. And that all started with one man in October of 1983, Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
To your point earlier, Byron, we've definitely seen some unbelievable attacks be launched from the top of the steel cage. And you mentioned the most iconic, the steel cage match for the Intercontinental Championship that saw Jimmy Superfly Snuka clash against bitter rival, the magnificent Morocco.
There's no denying.
Oh no, we know what this is. Oh boy, he is rolling. Is that it? Is it over?
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until Cesaro and Sheamus utilized their devastating power to slow the pace of the match down. Both teams battled atop the steel cage, but in the end, Sheamus and Cesaro won the race to the arena floor to become new Raw Tag Team Champions. Nailed it.
Eludes that one.
You gotta believe this one's over.
And set him up.
Oh, torturous knee.
There's a certain feeling that comes over the combatants in a steel cage match once they hear the door close and see the official lock it. A superstar must know that their body is going to be thrown against the steel, that their face will most likely be raked across the cage, and that anything is legal in this environment.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
You spoke about this earlier, Corey. It's crucial for a WWE superstar to fully understand the gravity of the situation they're in when they battle inside a 15-foot-high steel cage. An individual must be ready to endure pure brutality and be prepared for the fight of their life. No one leaves a steel cage match without scars.
Corey, you said something of value for once, and that anything is legal inside the steel cage. To that point, something else we've seen over the years is interference. Whether it's The Undertaker coming up through the ring or John Cena getting bashed in the head with the cage door from the outside, it's all legal in the cage. The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Comes up big with the reversal.
Harsh impact.
Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael, the steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest. According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back 80 years. To settle a dispute between competitors Jack Bloomfield and Count Pietro Rossi, the two met inside a ring surrounded by chicken wire. At first, these types of matches were referred to as fence matches.
This might be it. Oh, my.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall, submission, or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to compete in the match were signed. Talking about history, at WrestleMania 2, WWE unveiled the redesigned steel cage with solid steel blue bars before returning to chain link mesh in the late 1990s.
In an environment where it's not uncommon to see superstars beating their chests over how great they think they are, I find Lashley's reserved demeanor to be quite refreshing.
No, Lashley isn't the most outspoken guy in WWE, but that's why he's recruited the man with the biggest mouth on 205 Live, Lio Rush.
At the arm. Ooh, what impact. What a stomp. Good grief. Dodges a bullet there.
The two of you touched on Lio Rush and Bobby Lashley's newfound alliance. Rush has certainly become the manager of the hour in short order.
It's a perfect pairing, gentlemen. Lio Rush says he can do everything, but Lashley actually can do everything. Oh, nasty impact. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. The rivalry between Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude began during the Super Pose Down at the 1989 Royal Rumble. Then it progressed to where both superstars battled over the Intercontinental Championship. At SummerSlam 90, the rivals met inside a 15-foot-high steel cage for the WWE Championship. Victory could be achieved by pinfall or escape from the cage.
What impact. Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior and Ravishing Rick Rude is the second half of the double main event.
Moving into the cover with the title on the line.
New champion, new champion. And the speedy kick out by Brock Lesnar.
Gonna take more than that.
Too quick for him there.
What impact!
Well, it sounds like a question with no good answer to it, Corey, but I've got to ask, how do you beat somebody as dominant as Lashley?
You gotta get help. Just go back and look at the few times Lashley's lost. Almost every single time it took outside interference to get the job done.
Uh-oh. Batten down the hatches.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Corey brings up a good point. Outside interference has been the common denominator in many of Lashley's losses, dating back to Finlay employing the help of Hornswoggle to defeat Lashley for the United States Championship.
And similarly, Mr. McMahon used help from multiple allies to steal Lashley's ECW title. Fortunately, the Dominator now has a manager who can run counter interference better than anyone in WWE. Lashley just barely got out of the way.
Before 2017's Extreme Rules, there were just 3 previous tag team matches where championship gold was decided inside a steel cage in the history of WWE special events. The Hardy Boys were in 2 of those matches. At Extreme Rules, in order to win the match, both members of a team had to exit the cage and have both feet on the floor.
The Hardys used their famous continuity to gain the early advantage until
Lesnar, when this guy's on, look out.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
That should do it, Cole. There's no coming back from a slam of that magnitude.
What the F5? Bang! Man, looked like the champ was down and out for a moment there, but not anymore.
What? Oh, he kicked out. Unbelievable.
I don't believe it. He refuses to lose.
We talk about how important stipulations are in a steel cage match. If superstars sign a contract where the only way to win is escape the cage and have both your feet touch the floor, the competitors must have a plan. Especially since you have to be comfortable trying to escape through the cage door as you do climbing over the top of the cage and vice versa. Nailed it.
touched on something moments ago that's so important for the combatants in a steel cage match to remember. A superstar must be able to think offensively to figure out how they're going to escape the cage. They must think defensively at the same time so they can prevent their opponent from getting out of the cage first and winning the match.
Well, a superstar must become comfortable with escaping the cage by both exiting the cage door and by climbing over the top of the cage. They must also be aware of their attributes and what's best for them. Let's just say if you're a giant like The Big Show, The Undertaker, Kane, or even Braun Strowman, it's preferred to exit through the cage door.
According to historians, the twisted metal that we see as part of steel cages today dates back...
Counter here.
Lashley just barely got out of the way.
Oh my goodness, crushing it. Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. Champion. And the champ kicks out.
The beast won't stay down.
Corey, you gave us an impressive history of the origins of the steel cage match. I'd like to point out to our viewers that from the 1960s to the mid-1980s, chain link fences were used to enclose the ring for WWE steel cage matches. A superstar could win by pinfall submission or by exiting the cage through the cage door or climbing over the top of the cage.
We should also point out, Michael, that the way to win a steel cage match can vary by match depending on what was agreed to before contracts to... Wow, I thought he was a goner.
Lashley, he's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does.
The rivalry between Ultimate...
Batten down the hatches. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. He caught him slipping. Batten down the hatches.
F5.
Oh, my. That should do it. Corey, the WWE Championship match between the Ultimate Warrior...
The pinfall and the victory.
Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
I remember this part very well. Check him out here.
A very decisive victory here tonight.
Hey, they both gave it their all, but in the end, we were left with the best man standing.
As usual, this Philadelphia crowd is beyond boisterous tonight. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Please like, subscribe,